As promised, it's time for a Polka update. I'm not doing it the way I usually do. I am going to be looking through the Twitter pages of each one of the ones I'm going to be talking about. I will be covering Acala, Astar. I'm going to talk about Oak Network, touring a little bit, then Polkadex, and finally Centrifuge to close it off. So let's kick things off with Acala. As you can see, there has been nothing since the 8th of September. And in fact, if we look through all the tweets here, what they've also done is if you click on the actual tweet, you can see you can no longer reply to any of Acala's tweets unless you're being followed by them, right? They need to follow you for you to be able to reply. And so as you can see, something's going on there. I'm not sure if the Acala team just have their heads down and they're just trying to get this issue sorted as soon as possible. I don't know if the issue has gotten bigger and they're trying to find a way to resolve it as well without the noise from the community, but at the same time you have to keep the community updated. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are angry, that are heavily invested, that are likely complaining on Discord, because you can no longer complain on Telegram, because as you know, their Telegram group is now read-only, so they're the unofficial groups, mostly the language ones like the Spanish ones, and I think there's a Chinese one as well, I'm not sure, a German one I think, but yeah, you can't complain on Telegram, you can complain on Discord. And so I'm assuming that because of all the complaints, you know, they have decided to take this measure. I'm not sure why they're not keeping people updated though, because it would have been nice to just post a tweet and say, look, we're doing this and this, just summarize it. Basically, it can't hurt, right? And sure, there's going to be angry people, but at least those people that believe in you, those people that want to support you, will be happy to be updated, right? And to know that things are going to be okay. With now seeing the AUSD token on Kucoin still with the ST label, and weeks have already passed, so I am getting super concerned with that personally. Now I don't have any AUSD, right? I used to have some in my wallet, not on Kucoin, but for those that do have it on Kucoin, just be aware that there is a huge risk there that it could get delisted, and then you will be stuck on Kucoin with your AUSD until the team will fully resume the blockchain and transfers will be enabled and you'll be able to transfer them out. And so just keep in mind that the risk is high, even though it may seem tempting with the current price of AUSD being way off the peg that it was at before this incident. And so yeah, this is the situation with Acala. It is a shame, but this is what we've got. Next up, let's talk about Astar. So Astar have made an announcement to say that they were the first on the as the first parachain, I should say, the first from the Polkadot ecosystem, aside from DOT, who got listed on Binance US. And so Americans can now trade ASTR, which is the coin behind Astar. And so kudos to them. Other than that, we don't have a lot of news other than the cross-chain transfer with Moonbeam is also fully enabled, and XVM building across virtual machine deep dive has also been one of the topics that they've been discussing. They've held a deep dive session. And as you can see, that has happened between the 9th of September and 16th of September. Other than that, not much more. They're just basically getting dApps onboarded. But you know, as it is in the bear market, just building, head down, just code, and that's it, you know, and just update the community. And then you get the odd good news like these ones here, which impact investors, which is of course welcomed by the investors. Now, if you're wondering about the date when you were able to trade, if we look at the Medium article here, which was tweeted, as you can see, deposits were started at 8 a.m. EDT on September 13th, and the market went live at the same time on September 14th. And so yeah, this is pretty good news here. And as you can see, they're thrilled to share that the Astar token, well, it should be the coin, I don't know why they keep saying token, will be the first asset from Polkadot, not including DOT, to list on Binance US. Next up, let's look at Oak Network. So the Oak Network Crowdloan is approaching on September 20th. 2 days to go. It's going to be this Tuesday. It's also important to note that the Tour token is performing as the second most lucrative crowdloan on Kusama. Once again, they're saying token, it should be coin because it is the coin of the blockchain. And you can read about the performance here. There is a Medium article. We'll take a quick look at this. But before that, just a kind reminder, if you want to take part in the Oak Network Crowdloan, just know that I have posted a link, a referral link for a 5% bonus in the description of this video, if you are interested, and also in the pinned comment. So kindly use my link if you want to contribute and get that 5% bonus and also help support this channel. So here they're saying that with the completion of the Tour bootstrapping event on August 31st, they have seen over 2 weeks of trading on the Tour coin on Mangala DEX. So they're saying here that with the completion of the Tour bootstrapping event on August 31st, they have seen over 2 weeks of trading of the Tour coin with the value averaging a price of 3.4 cents per Tour during the month of September. So that's with an average reward of 1,150 Tour per 1 KSM. This would make the touring crowdloan rewards to be approximately valued at $39 per 1 KSM, which is pretty good considering that the bear market had already started. Now, if you look here on parachains.info, they are saying, by the way, in that Medium article, I'm not going to talk about prices in this video, but I just wanted to quickly cover this. And so they are saying that they're second now after Moonriver, and they are right, because if we look at this article, they're saying we're at $39, and on parachains.info, where we normally get this information with the rankings, they haven't actually added touring here. I'm not sure if it's because they're only listed on Mangara Dex and they don't have the price information from there. There's no price oracle there that they can feed the data from, and so until it gets listed on a centralized exchange, like maybe MEXC or Gate or even Kucoin, then we're not going to see them here. But BitCountry shown as the second here, where in fact BitCountry are the third, okay, which is still pretty decent considering that we're talking about the bear market right now. Now looking at the auctions, there is nothing else. As you can see, we're still seeing the last winners here. There are no other crowd loans right now on Kusama, and looking at auctions 53 to 58, nothing coming up on Kusama either. We do know there will be 2 more coming up towards the end of this year, Kusama versus Gear, but we don't know if there's anything else coming up, so things are kind of quiet on Kusama, unfortunately, but that's how it is. And nothing on Polkadot either. Actually, there was something on Polkadot. Actually, let me go back here and quickly look at this. Yes, there is something on Polkadot. So we had Aventus Network winning, which are the last ones here to do so, and then Crust and Omni BTC are the ones that are currently battling it out for the next spot, and then Oak Network in 2 days. And so as you can see with Polkadot, there is definitely more action there. Looking at Polkadex, so we've got some updates from Polkadex here. These are the August highlights, what they've done so far, and I'm not going to talk too much about this because I will have Vivek on my channel, because thanks to you, when I created a poll on Twitter a while ago, Polkadex was the second most voted out of the 2. We had like Moonbeam who won the first one, and then Polkadex was the second who won in my second poll, and it had like over 100 votes if I remember correctly. So quite a lot of you watching my channel and also following me on Twitter have voted in that poll, and you wanted me to give you an update on Polkadex, and so I'm going to have Vivek on, and we're going to try and get as much information out of him as possible whenever he books a session. I'm looking at sometime in September, so hopefully before the end of the month I can have Vivek on, and then we can find out what's going on. We can hopefully get more dates, more information. But overall, they're basically saying here that they're expecting the Polkadex mainnet to launch this coming fall. Okay, so not too long left now. We've got maybe a month, maybe 2, and so they're also happy to say that 3.1 million PDEX of the 16.4% of the total amount have been staked already. So a lot of people are staking. The APY still remains high at 30.8%, which beats a lot of the other parachains if you think about it. And so I think Glimmer's around 15% right now, 14.8 to 15%. It does fluctuate a lot, sometimes 16%, but because it fluctuates so much, I think the average is around 15% for Glimmer, because they've got a lot more collators on there, and so it does drop. More people are also staking, and so yeah, with Polkadex, maybe because of the 28-day waiting period, that's why there's so many, there's not enough stakers and the APY is higher. That's why we're seeing it at 30%. Okay, this is just my assumption, because you do need to wait 28 days to unstake, like on Polkadot, and that is a long time. You need to be a real believer in PDEX, and if you hold a decent sized bag for the long term, you're waiting for the mainnet, you're waiting to see the results, then it doesn't matter because you're getting those extra coins on top of that, right? So yeah, basically they're saying here that Polkadex order book V2 is live on Kaizen, which is their testnet. There's a new sign up flow, new account manager to register Polkadex. I'm going to take a look at this, by the way, to see if everything works okay in a separate video. I'm likely going to do a tutorial just to see what's going on there. Maybe before I'll even have Vivek on the channel in case I have any questions so that I can raise them with him. So yeah, other than that, just more information here about the AMAs that they've held. They've also been to the Web3 conference in India between the 12th and 14th of August. Again, this is the August update, and they've actually mentioned me here. They've mentioned that on the YouTube front, they got mentioned by Crypto Need, covering the latest updates in German, while Crypto Para Todos did a deep dive on what's coming up next for Polkadex in Spanish. And last but not least, Polkadex seems to have been the winner on Crypto Exchange's next interview poll on Twitter. So look out for an interview coming soon. And like I said, it is going to happen this month if Vivek books for this month. If it's not possible, then likely early next month. I'm okay with that as well. Now I am planning to go to another event this year, likely in November. I'm just waiting for the details now. It's going to be here in Spain. It's also Polkadot related, so I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I'm not planning to travel anywhere this year. I am going to go to the Polka House event, which is due to happen sometime next year in Europe, probably in Lisbon or in Ibiza. I'm still not sure. They're not sure either. And so when we get the details, I will let you know. But yeah, just one more event probably this year. And then the next event is going to be next year. I don't know if I'm going to go to multiple ones next year, maybe 2, maybe 3, depends, likely Polkadot Decoded 2. Because of course I'm still a hardcore fan, even if I'm going to look into other ecosystems as well. But overall, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So also Centrifuge, let's see what's been going on with them. So we haven't had too many updates other than workshops. Okay, they've had workshops, as you can see here. Other than that, no real information here about any DApp updates, but they are partnering as well. So Centrifuge and Goldfinch bringing real value to DeFi. Bringing real world value to DeFi. Let's see, what else do we have here? They've had the governance call. More on Goldfinch here, more on the governance call. But yeah, nothing on the DApp side here. And it is a bit of a shame because I would really like to see staking with Centrifuge on Polkadot's web wallet. That would be pretty cool. I'm sure a lot of people would be staking that. I mean, it is doing quite okay right now. It is holding okay considering the bear market, okay? But yeah, as you can see here, they're holding a competition about predicting the DeFi future. Can you give it a shot with this time capsule on Masari Crypto Mainnet? They're inviting you to mint your 2023 DeFi prediction as an NFT, plus all predictions will be streamed live at Mainnet next week in NYC. And here's how to participate, so just follow that article there. Also, what they've done here, this is back in August. At the end of August, they've mentioned that they're building on their 3-year relationship with MakerDAO. We already knew about this, so yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it from Centrifuge. Not much going on. I also wanted to cover them quickly just to show you what they've been up to. But I also wanted to say something else, and this is in relation to the Aircoin listing from Altair, their Canary network. I have discussed with somebody who has connections to Kucoin and the listing team at Kucoin, and the person told me that unfortunately they cannot give any names of those people involved at Kucoin from the listing team unless they ask to be introduced to somebody, because they apparently signed an NDA form. So there's non-disclosure agreement. They are very secretive over at Kucoin. And this is, of course, I wanted to, in relation to the listing of the Aircoin on Kucoin, because as you know, they were supposed to actually list the Aircoin on Kucoin because they held a crowd loan, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And I'm assuming the reason why it didn't happen is because maybe nobody has used Kucoin to contribute to the crowd loan back then, right? This is maybe my misunderstanding. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps people have contributed, and if people have contributed, why didn't Kucoin still distribute ever since then? Maybe the distribution amount was small, but even so, they should have distributed people's coins, even if they wouldn't have listed, right? So I'm not sure what's been going on there. Apparently, Cassidy has also reached out to the team, and she didn't get any response. And yeah, this is the situation we're in. I've tried to help as well. I've tried to tag them on Twitter. Kucoin support responded saying they're looking into it, but they haven't looked into it because we haven't seen anything for weeks now. I mean, it's been about 2 weeks since the last time they've responded to my tweet. And so, yeah, it is unfortunate. If you did contribute to Altair through Kucoin and you still didn't get your air, that is a shame, right? And there's no listing either. So a lack of liquidity now because of this situation. It is on Kraken. I understand it's a good exchange, but it would have been nice if you would have been on Kucoin as well, because at the end of the day, they did support. And if they would have supported it, why didn't they just list, right? This is my question. So yeah, just wanted to do this. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to comment below to help the algorithm, and hit the like button to support this channel. And once again, kind reminder, if you want to take part in the Oak Network Crowdloan, please use my ref link down in the description below and also in the pinned comment. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.